I can't be a player in relationships. And this is a deliberate choice I make every single day because there's always temptations. And this is because of the dream I have, the goals I have that I'm working on every single day. In 2015, I quit my job and I wanted to go into entrepreneurship. And during that process, I had to develop a mentality of an entrepreneur. I had to read a lot of books. I had to listen to online mentors and coaches. So that process developed a different mindset for me. A mindset that cannot let me slip around. And this doesn't mean that I do not have options when it comes to women. Sometimes I have women throwing themselves at me. There are women who come to my inbox and ask me to be their boyfriend. And every single time, I'm dating someone, I get disappointed. Maybe she hates me, maybe she cheats on me, maybe she takes me for granted. Of course, I become disappointed, I become hurt. And that disappointment mostly triggers like a revenge mission, which I always have to sit down and say, is it worth it now to treat women like sex object compared to me focusing on my dream? Because if I'm going to treat women like sex object, there's always consequences. Which means now the energy should be focusing on achieving my dream, achieving my goals. I'm going to be focusing on chasing a skirt every single week. You have no idea how many times I've been tempted, or I'm being tempted to becoming a player. The temptation is always there. Temptations don't go away. They are chasing you every single day. And you have to choose every single day. That's why I'm saying, as a man, you're going to live for two things: punani or your purpose. I can't work on my dream of becoming a billionaire and still be sleeping around. It's impossible for me, especially where I come from, especially with my background. I have to make a lot of sacrifices. There are a lot of things I have to deny myself in order for me to keep going after my goals, after my dream. The thing about having dreams and goals is that you have to develop into someone that can achieve those goals and make those dreams become true. You have to grow into someone. And when you grow into someone that can achieve those goals and dreams, simultaneously, there are a lot of things that you need to outgrow. There are certain things that you need to leave behind. And for me, one of those things is being a player. Do you know the energy and time you need to juggle 2, 3, 4, 5 girlfriends? You have to hide from one of them. When you are with this one, you are always scared that the other one can call, this other one can text you. You're always putting your phone on flight mode. You're always hiding your phone, putting its face down. I don't have energy for that. I don't have time for that. No matter how many times I can be taken for a fool or being taken for granted, I will never opt into becoming a player. Because becoming a player is the biggest threat to my dream and my goals. It's not about how women treat me. It's not about whether women appreciate me or take me for granted. It has got everything to do with the man I want to become, the life I'm building, the goals I have. It has got nothing to do with how women treat me. I have taught myself not to let how other people treat me influence how I make long-term decisions and choices in my life. Because in most cases, when somebody hurt you, as a person, you lose focus and you want to hurt them, or you want to hurt the whole gender in general, just because of one person hurt you. And at the same time, you don't realize that you lose yourself. You lose your self-awareness. It is better to end a relationship and heal, work on yourself, become better, and then you can keep on looking for someone that actually wants what you want in life. But becoming a player is never an option. There is no fucking way, man, that you can be a player and then you tell me you are tunnel focused. There is no fucking way. I've been there. It's fucking impossible. There is no fucking way. You are a player and then you are a high achiever who's building everything from scratch by himself. No handouts, no inheritance, no connections. You have to build everything by yourself from scratch. You get to do that while you are being a player. There is no fucking way. The mentality of somebody who can build anything and everything from scratch by himself and the mentality of a player are two different mentalities. I don't care how I may get disrespected by ladies, how I may be mistreated, how I may be taken for granted, how I may be not appreciated. I can't be a player. I just can't, because it is a direct threat to my goals and my dreams, especially the man I want to become.